Okay, here's my second video, and this is down between the neighbors in my yard, and they actually, those chocolate rocks that I was talking about is what I had the fellas come and put in. So they put in an edging with metal, and they filled that area up with those chocolate rocks. It just washed out all the time. I could not keep grass, and they actually did not quite bring it far out enough, but I'm going to zoom in here. They're pretty good size. Here's my hand, and here's one of the rocks. So they're pretty good size. And so they filled up this whole area that washed up that is against this island. And then it did originally have this little chocolate rock pea gravel. They started washing away, and so we had them just bring those too. It's just really nice. I need to weed it. It's got some liriope coming up. But then the pavers that I was talking about, so we'd have something stable to walk on. I've got them here, and then we kind of walk through this little middle garden. You can see, and then I've got more pavers here I think these were already here when we moved. And then we've got this little patio where we've got like the picnic table, which we put in. And then these are the big pavers that I was telling you about. So these were the ones that could I have done them possibly. Did I want to? Not so sure. Maybe the smaller ones. But you can see they're pretty good size. And they just work their way down, every little bit. There's my little baby Bobo. Bodacious gross. And you can see I'm getting a nice little stand of moss. I'm really tickled about that. I had some, but after putting that sulfur down, it's never been like this, so I'm really excited. But anyway, you can see that the pavers just kind of come all the way down. And they dug a little bit, I think, to give them stability, but mostly they dug just a tiny bit and then just settled them kind of in the loose dirt. And here's my girls. Hey, girls! I don't think you can see them both. They're hiding from Bo. But they have a long run that goes down the length behind the chicken house and down the length of the yard. I know you're probably not interested in this, but and we've got the fence, and then we've got like the chicken wire, and it runs all down along there, and they've got some kind of privacy and protection, and they can dig, and it goes like to where the trees stop down there. So it's a nice little area, and I put that in. The previous owners had just put out, they would just put the chicken wire out in different spots in the yard, and so you always had all these bare areas. So anyway, that's that. And my yard looks terrible. Down below this part, I decided to quit putting grass seed and fertilizer and weed killer, and I'm going to try to let most of it go to moss as wants to. And then the part that doesn't, then I'll reseed and do but my other part of the yard that I'm taking care of, I'm really pleased. They burned it up a year or so ago, and it's taken me this long to get it nice and lush. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you, as I'm going in here to my azaleas, how delightful you are. I absolutely adored you. I would have loved to have spent Saturday with you. I mentioned it to Mom, and she kind of wanted me to stay with her and Dad, so I just never did contact you. But if it had just been me, we would have had some great fun. Anyway, I did want to tell you that I loved you a bunch. You were just absolutely delightful and adorable, and I hope we can stay in touch. Thanks a bunch, Cathy. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.